Because I know that like local governments have their hands tied on the regulation of pesticides, and they can be overruled by state bodies. That's what I've heard. Or certainly city governments can, but I don't know if the federal can override state regulations when it comes to pesticides.
Well, that's the interesting thing that you just mentioned, Sean, because like I mentioned, the law that went into place back like in the 1980s, the preemption law that basically stripped that power from all the local electeds like supervisors, council members, and it stayed at the legislative level, and that's where it's at with Ana Caballero, with Assembly Member Rivas, all those politicians. They very sneaky of them, put it in the Farm Bill. I don't know if many of you here in the conversation heard about that. So while everything else was happening in the country, even now the distractions and whatnot, they have a piece in the Farm Bill. And again, I feel bad because I haven't been tracking that since we were focusing on spray days and making sure that we were going to have this first system in the world, and it was created by us, the people, not the politicians, not DPR. During that time, Congress was trying to sneak that part into the Farm Bill that basically stated that they were going to take the local control from states. And so what we have in California now was going to go all the way to the Congress. So basically, not even locally now, they would be able to control the big chemical companies. It would have to be in Congress. And we all know how that goes, how much money they receive, and they don't care, and they just basically look the other way. So we really need to look at that fine print and make sure that we have these town halls with them, or we are just standing outside the offices of these elected officials so they know that exactly what our concerns are. So I think part of the job for you, Sean, would be really making sure that you remind people, I am going to be looking at the fine print. I am not gonna let anyone else hold me accountable but myself. That what I'm reading and what I'm voting will be what the community deserves and needs. Because when Jimmy Panetta was asked about the Farm Bill many times, we called him, we asked that he pay attention to that. We never got a return phone call. We never got a return email. So does that tell us that he already made up his mind? Yeah. And so I think that's as much as you could do, is making sure that you let folks know I am going to do my homework. I am going to be reading the fine print, and I am going to be open and transparent with every single one of you. That's as much as we could do.